The Amityville House, located at 112 Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York, is one of the most infamous locations in American history, largely due to the horrific events that unfolded within its walls. The house itself was built in 1927, a large Dutch colonial-style home situated in a quiet suburban neighborhood on Long Island. Originally, it was just a typical family home, with nothing particularly notable about it. That all changed on the night of November 13, 1974, when a series of brutal murders occurred that would forever link the house to terror and infamy. On that fateful night in 1974, 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr., known as Butch, took a rifle and systematically murdered his entire family while they slept. His parents, Ronald DeFeo Sr. and Louise DeFeo, along with his 4 siblings, Dawn, Allison, Mark, and John Matthew, were all shot to death in their beds. Butch initially tried to blame the killings on a mob hitman, but eventually, he confessed to the murders. He was later convicted and sentenced to 6 consecutive life sentences, where he remained until his death in 2021. This leaves the reasons behind his actions shrouded in mystery, with theories ranging from insanity to possible possession. In December 1975, just a year after the DeFeo murders, the Lutz family, George, Kathy, and Kathy's 3 children from a previous marriage, moved into the house. They purchased the property at a reduced price, fully aware of its grim history. However, what was supposed to be a fresh start quickly turned into a nightmare. According to the Lutzes, the house was plagued by an oppressive and malevolent presence from the moment they moved in, leading to a series of terrifying experiences. The Lutzes reported numerous paranormal phenomena, including cold spots, strange noises, foul odors, and violent thoughts that plagued George Lutz. The family claimed to have witnessed doors being torn from their hinges, green slime oozing from the walls, and swarms of flies appearing out of season. But the most terrifying experience occurred when George woke up at 3:15 a.m., the time of the DeFeo murders, to find his wife Kathy levitating above their bed. The family fled the house just 28 days after moving in, leaving behind their belongings. The Lutz's story was later chronicled in the 1977 book The Amityville Horror by Jay Anson, which became a bestseller and was adapted into a popular horror film in 1979. The book and movie cemented the house's reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the world. However, the authenticity of the Lutz's story has been widely debated. Skeptics have pointed out inconsistencies in their accounts and questioned the truthfulness of the events described. Adding to the controversy, William Weber, Ronald DeFeo Jr.'s lawyer, later claimed that the haunting story was fabricated during a discussion with George and Kathy Lutz over several bottles of wine. According to Weber, they concocted the story as a way to profit from the notoriety of the DeFeo murders. This revelation has led many to view the haunting as a hoax, despite the Lutzes maintaining until their deaths that their experiences were real. Later owners of the house have reported no unusual activity, which has only added to the skepticism surrounding the Lutzes' story. The house has changed hands multiple times since the Lutz family left, and none of the subsequent residents have experienced anything out of the ordinary. In an attempt to move on from its notorious past, the house's address was changed, and it underwent several renovations. These efforts were aimed at distancing the property from its haunted reputation and deterring the curious from seeking it out. Despite these changes, the Amityville House remains a cultural icon, continuing to attract attention from those fascinated by its chilling story. The Amityville horror story, whether believed or dismissed, highlights how a single location can become deeply embedded in the public consciousness. The combination of real-life horror, alleged supernatural events, and the subsequent media frenzy has turned the Amityville House into a legend that persists to this day. Whether a genuine haunting or an elaborate hoax, the tale of 112 Ocean Avenue continues to capture the imagination and terrify those who hear it.